Hey Tribunes, my name is Jacqueline DiClementi and I'm a peer navigator from the Brighton campus. Today I'm going to be walking you through the first year experience career workshop. As a peer navigator, we have a lot of different responsibilities on campus. We work with first year students during freshman orientation, events on campus, and even through the information booth that we run, which is called Trib 411. There's a lot of opportunities on campus where you too can get involved. If you ever want to get involved in any of our campus events, you can go to the MCC website and look up FYE events. Our goals for today are to discuss the career preparation, practice interviewing, and to point out resources that can help you. When you walk into a job interview, here's a few tips that you can use to help you become more successful. Practice your answers in common interview questions. You always want to be prepared for what they might ask you. One of my favorite quotes is, "Proper preparation prevents poor performance." Always read the job description. You want to know what you're walking into, what responsibilities you'll hold, and why that will be a perfect fit for you. You should ask a friend or a family member to help you practice over answering questions so you're prepared and you're not stumbling over your words. You should always arrive early. Arrive about 15 minutes early to your interview. You want to show that you want the job. If you're late or you're just on time, it shows that you don't care that much. When you show up earlier, you show that you want the job and you're excited to be there. You can't wait to get into this job. Treat everyone you encounter with respect. You never know how anyone will impact you or how they will come along in your life later. You have to remember is maybe somebody you're in class with now may be hiring you, or you may be hiring them. You always want to treat people with respect because you don't know how they'll come back into your lives or how they can connect you to a job later in the future. Practice good manners and body language. When you have good body language and good manners, it shows that you respect the person and you respect the environment that you're in. When you're in the interview, you always want to tie your answers back to skills and accomplishments. This shows why you are credible and why you should have this job. Keep your answers concise and focused. Don't go too far off course. It's good to give a little bit of examples, but stay straight on the point and the question so you won't go too far into your own story. Prepare a list of references. You always want to have a good, strong list that can back you up and always say that you are a good candidate for this organization. Also, another tip is to always reach out to who you're using for your references so they're not surprised when they receive a call. And plan your interview attire the night before. This is so important. There are so many times where life happens and maybe our outfit doesn't work, or you can't find an outfit the morning of. When you plan the night before and you have a plan B, then there's nothing that can go wrong, and all you can do is just put on your nice outfit, get out that door, and go to your interview. So, mock interview questions. These are really common, and most jobs will ask you these. Tell me about yourself. What are your strengths and weaknesses? Tell me about an obstacle you have encountered and how you have overcome it. Why should we hire you? Make sure that you're well versed in these. When you talk about your strengths and your weaknesses, always back up a weakness with a strength. One time I was being interviewed and they asked me what was my weakness. I said, I'm not that good at math, but every day I stay after school and I have my math teacher help me strengthen my skills so I won't be behind in class. Something little like that shows that I care and I'm persistent and I'm serious about my success and my grades. Make sure that you have an obstacle on mind, that you won't be searching for something or you can't give one at that time. And why should we hire you? That's why you should read the job description. Why are you a good fit for this company? Think of who you're applying to and what assets, what characteristics you can bring to change the environment that you're trying to get into. 10 things that require zero talent. Number 1, being on time. No talent. All you got to do is be on time. Show up. It always looks so much better that you're there on time rather than showing up late. When you're on time, you don't have to worry about the what ifs. You're there and all you have to focus is on your work. Number 2 is your work ethic. Work ethic, you don't have to be born with. You can gain it. Whatever environment you walk into, you push yourself to gain better skills and to have a better way to represent yourself in that corporation. Effort is so big. Even when nobody's doing anything, show that you still have effort and that you care. Body language. Your body language says a lot about you. When you present yourself to someone, if you're slouching or you have your hand on your face, it shows that you don't care. Whether when you stand straight and you present yourself as confident and positive, it shows so much more about yourself that that corporation would want you. Energy. Energy is so big. If you walk up in there with a monotoned voice and not excited to be there, they're not going to want to hire you. Rather than if you walk in there with high energy and you're excited, you're wanting to be in this corporation, they're going to want to put you in this environment. You always want to have a good attitude. Your attitude will bring you big places in this world. If you have a poor attitude, nobody's going to want to work with you or even hire you. Everything you do in this world, be passionate. Your passion will overrule anything else. It will overrule people that have been in the corporation for years because they may have lost passion, but your passion will spark a fire into everybody else. Be coachable. This is so important. We can't allow our pride to carry into the workplace or anywhere that we go to make us think that we're too good to get advice from somebody else. You are always in a stage of learning. We should always have a beginner's mind and ready to learn wherever we go. Doing extra. When there's downtime, you should always find something to do. There's nothing that you can't not do. And always be prepared. When you're prepared, nothing will shock you. You will be ready and confident in everything you do. Looking for more resources? There are so many different resources on campus. You can go to the Career Center in Building 1, talk with a career counselor. They can go through a mock interview, help review a resume with you, and even look for jobs with you. So I hope this helped you and you will be prepared for any career opportunities coming your way.